All right, we're here. We're live. It's the final live stream of the year because I'm going on vacation. Fuck everything else. I don't give a shit. So we're there. This is what we're doing. So you guys know the drill. Get your questions in the chat box. I'm going to answer them. Super chats. Get a spin of the wheel. Pretty much all the content you guys got this week is pretty much the last of it until the 5th of January when I decide I want to come back from vacation. So we got that going on for you. I'm going to try to dive into this. Got the wheel, got the prize packs. If you haven't got your shit yet, the U.S. Postal Service is seriously backing up 5 million to 6 million packages a day. So just assume shit will show up probably in February. That's sad. Seriously, I've got stickers that I ordered on the November 24th. They're sitting in Commerce City. I could drive there and back every day to pick them up, and it's still in transit. So, yeah. So there's that. So, yes. Anyways, okay. We got a super chat from Story3333. Keep the snow coming and enjoy your vacation. Yes, we need more snow. Fuck. We need all the snow we can get. Also, remember to wear your fucking masks. I've seen a bunch of you fucking mouth-breathing troglodytes out there. Fire will cure you non-mask-wearing fucks. Seriously, if the resort gets shut down because people aren't wearing their fucking masks, I will fucking kill someone. I will literally choke someone with these hands to fucking death. Okay, J-Rez, thank you for the Cosa Nostra recommendation. It was magic in the pile in the trees. That board is good in the pile in the trees. Pray to the altar of snowboarding. Pray to the altar of snowboarding. All right, let's see what we got here. I know we got some questions working around. Churning Park asks, what's your opinion on Mips? Just picked up the Oakley Mod 1, and it has Mips. Mips makes total sense, and it's the next logical progression in head protection inside the helmet. I actually just picked up the new Giro Emerge, which replaces the Combine, which has that internal Mips, so it shifts in there. So the way it works is basically like when you're hitting, the shell will move a little bit to help dissipate energy in there. That's just a rough statement of what I'm saying there. I could go way more in detail, and I'll probably make a video on it at some point. But yeah, Mips is friggin' solid. All right, let's see. Rob Absmus, getting 2 plates and 11 screws out my forearm this year. Wonder if I can use them to mount my bindings. No, those types of screws are very long and narrow. They actually look more like a wood screw versus a binding screw. They're completely different. You can't do that. All right, let's see. What do we got here? I'm looking for some questions. And fire does cure everything. Ooh, bottle and cork. Any Slim Whitman calls this weekend? Yes. Oh, God. Oh, God. It just never fucking ends. Let's see. Where is it? No, that's not it. Let's see. Where is it? Okay, here we go. We got a Slim Whitman call.
Hey, Avran. It's Slim. Deep breath, Slim. Both my psychiatrist and...
Oh, wait, we lost it. Where were we?
My psychoanalyst said it would be beneficial if I talk slower and take deep breaths when I call you. I just get so excited. And did you know on Thursday, the new band video is coming out. Like, and they're selecting people to send pizzas to. Do you want to come to Henderson, Nevada? And maybe you can do your live stream from my basement.
Oh,
yeah, that's right, from my
no.
basement. It's if you do the live stream here, we can have the pizza and watch the video, and I can tell you all about Harold, the baby that I'm gonna be a parent of.
This is scary. The fact that the state of Nevada is allowing Slim Whitman to adopt a child and name it Harold, which I'm really surprised he didn't give it a they-them name, is one of the scariest things on earth. Yeah, that's fucking scary. Okay. Let's see. All right, let's see. What do we got here? Let's see. Where were we? Okay, Cavius Bilius, have you ridden the K2 Alchemist yet? No. Maybe next year. Maybe next year. Remember to subscribe, people. Remember to subscribe. Okay. Andre Gagurman, get some rest, man. You deserve it. Oh my God, I want to sleep so bad. I don't sleep. I sleep like 4 hours a night. It's the worst. Pray to the altar of snowboarding for me. Okay. Jack Ripper with the $6.66666. Satan loves you super chat. Recommendation for a park board, something flexible but still lay a trench, mostly jumps and some jibs. So I would look for the Interior Plane Project Honolulu. You're going to get 9 millimeters of camber. That is going to give it a lot of drive and a lot of snap, especially on jumps. You can still press it out in the tip. Otherwise, then I would also look at the Yes Jackpot. That would be another one. If you want to be a little more sloppy and loose, I shouldn't say sloppy and loose, just a little more loose. Rome Party Mod as well. And the Capita Outsiders. So there's 4 options for you right there, Jack. Let's give you a spin. Oof. Lose a turn. All right. Aaron S. asks, is it possible to buy Burrito wrap liners without the entire boots? I love my current boots, but my calf muscle is up high and I need something to hold my lower leg more snug. You can. Intuitionliners.com, I think is what it is, or it's Intuition. Just Google Intuition boot liners and look for the plug Burrito wrap liner. The problem is getting that to fit a snowboard boot, like the way you got to heat it. You can't heat it on a stack. You have to cook that in a convection oven, and you want one that's specifically designed to hold it in there and actually heat it. It's a whole process. So you've got to find a shop that you feel confident with, and you'll be solid to get there. But it's one of those processes that, like, it's going to suck. The other thing you could do is call around to a couple ski shops, especially if they do custom boot fitting, and just ask them if they have a Burrito wrap liner. And Intuition, I don't know if they changed the names, but there used to be like I think it was platinum, gold, silver, bronze. And basically the higher up you went, the stiffer it was. And it actually had like a foam that when you heated it, it would cook and harden to make it stiffer right where the wrap was. So I don't think you want to go past the gold. The silver is probably ideal for a snowboard boot. So food for thought there. All right. Bottle and Cork, R.I.P. L. Stecker's Adventure, rest in peace, R.I.P. Gremlins Rule. Somebody rode their new Gremlin that they bought during the last live stream. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. Boone, tell it. Is there any potential for splitboard content in the future? No! There's been 75 human-triggered avalanches in the state of Colorado this season alone. I'm not going anywhere near the fucking backcountry or these fucking morons out there. Oh, you don't have a plan. You don't have equipment. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. Great, let me go out there and just die because of you. No, it's not going to happen. On top of the fact, I have no ambition to do splitboard reviews. It's not my fucking thing. Like, oh yeah, I'm out here just fucking skinning. Gonna spend 12 hours on one fucking board review. Or I could go ride the magic flying couch for 3 hours, smash the park, get some pow, get back in the car, come back, eat a pizza. read some articles on the Atlantic, and then do a live stream. It's all time management. So don't ever expect really anything for splitboard content from me. Let's see. Where were we? Spencer Tittle. Anyone know how it's looking up towards Holiday Valley in Western New York? Yeah. They got an inch of snow yesterday. There's snow coming down. Hollymont just opened. It's warm. It's been warm and cold on and off, so it's been bouncing back and forth in there. I was just talking to one of my friends that's on the park crew at Holiday Valley because I just sent him a snowboard, and he's just like, it's typical. Like one day it's like lake effect snow, and then 5 hours later it's 40 degrees. So it's a little muddy in spots. It's still white ribbon of death. They're trying to make snow where they can and when they can. So yeah. Vincent Duke. Grand Tour just came out. Yeah, you're right, Avran. European supercars are indeed better than run-of-the-mill peasant cars. I've been saying this for years. I don't want a peasant car. I want something that's borderline supercar. Anyone want to sell me a fucking De Tomaso Pantera? Preferably like mid-70s? Just saying. Just saying. If you got one just lurking in a garage somewhere and you want to get rid of it, let's talk. I want it. Okay. All right, where were we? Dweezy scared me, Slim. Slim scares everyone. Still not as bad as Jenny Trang, massage therapist. Good old Jenny Trang. Wash your hands. All right. Let's see. What do we got?
Hello, Avran, honey. How you doing, honey? Just coming to tell you I'm very sad for you, honey. Last live stream of the year, honey. What am I going to do? A holiday always so depressing for me, honey. I'm thinking about you. Slim, what he going to do without you for Christmas Eve, honey? Slim and me, honey, we so alone. Please, maybe think about some type of one more quick live stream before the year is over, honey. I love you.
Jenny Tran, the transsexual lady boy massage parlor owner. So, oh, we got a second one. What else we got from Jenny?
Avran, I'm doing so much anxiety for you right now, honey. Avran, I'm going to miss you so much, honey. Please don't make this the last live stream for me, honey. What am I going to do? I love you. Bye.
Oh, poor Jenny. Just over there wrecking her hands, running out the knots on people's backs. Jay Templin, what are your thoughts on putting structure into a 3BT base? So you have to find a shop that understands how to do that. On top of the fact, you have to use a machine that's got a tri-wheel, and you're going to have to pull the wheel off. And so to do the one side, you got to leave the inside wheel in, put it in, that's going to pressure it, do your passes. Then you got to move the wheel to the center, do the center and structure it. Then you got to move it to the outside and do it. It is like 300% more work to structure a 3BT board. It really is. Like, I can do it depending what machine I have available. And I know certain shops can do it, but most other shops, they just have the giant feed wheel and they're just like, no, that's not happening. Or they'll put it through and the flat sectional structure, but the 3BT itself will not structure. So, yeah. All right. What else we got going on here? All right. Shout out to my man, Benny Pellegrino from Nitro. He hasn't forgotten about the Nitro demos. They're coming. I'm all about this. Fuck yeah, Benny. Thank you. Thank you. Sweet. This week has been hellacious, though. I've gotten out, so I rode some Marhars, some Capitas, some Endeavors. Actually, I got a spring break that I rode this week because I know everyone's been asking for this. That's right. Powder Twin. Rode it. 10 inches of pow. So that review is coming. All the reviews, like I've been filming them. I just got to edit them. They're going to drop at some point. But going on vacation. By vacation, I mean just not doing anything on the internet. I'm probably going to sit around and just scream at my computer. But yeah, so we got that going on. Let's see what else is going on there. Oh, man. Yeah, West is kind of getting snow depending where you're at, which is nice. So if you're getting snow, enjoy it while you can. All right, bottled and cork splitiots. Yes, they're everywhere. Remember to smash that like button. All right. Henry asks, hey, Avran, do you have an opinion on EPP foam in helmets? Does it make a substantial difference to justify additional cost? Or mostly marking, too bad they killed the combine? No, EPP, the foam, every time they make a progression in helmets with the foam, the materials, Mips, all of that, it takes time to get the information back on how it works, but it does work. I mean, if we were still I shouldn't say that because some helmets still have standards set up in the 1970s, but that's the whole thing. Like, if you can keep making things better and safer, it's going to be stronger. The big thing with a helmet is to remember it's not this magic thing that's just going to stop every head injury, stop a concussion, stop all that shit. It's going to lessen that destruction that it does to you. So you got to be aware of that when you get into it. So if you can get a better helmet, do it. And remember, make sure it's a helmet and not a fucking hard hat, because some stuff has hard hat standards, and that stuff is awful. So, yeah. All right. Shout out to Shred Ahead Snowboarding. Avran, happy holidays. Enjoy the off time and Shred Ahead. We will watch the shop. We really appreciate the support. You rock, Jim and Ted. So shout out to the octogenarians up there in Idaho. They're keeping it real. They're out there snowboarding every day. Hopefully in 40 years, that'll be me. Hopefully. But yes, shout out to them. So if you haven't subscribed to their channel, you should do it. They're always dropping knowledge bombs. Yellow backpack guy. Finally sprayed a skier. My girlfriend wasn't too happy with me because she was the one I sprayed. She's used to you spraying white things at her, so who cares? Good for you, though. Maybe she's not. I don't really know what your relationship is like. I just assume everyone has really weird relationships like Slim and Jenny Tran, because that's what they do to each other. Ooh, lose a turn. Ouch. Okay, Chico de Gooch. Booting out heel side on a 161 flagship with black labels. I could turn the base plate 90 degrees to slide forward, but can't with mini disc. I moved the heel cup all the way up. Still not centered with a 10.5. If you're in a 10.5, you want to make sure that you have the medium or the large, extra large. If you're in a 10, that's when you go to the medium and the large, so they sit different in there to center them. So chances are a 10.5 will fit into the medium and the large, but it never fits absolutely right. It sits a little heel heavy, in my opinion, on that. So watch yourself with that. Either that, or maybe you just need to get a really wide board. Letters, late to the party, miss any good rants? You missed them all. Or you missed none. I don't know anymore. It's the end of the year. That's not a prize. All right. Let's see what else we got going on here. Okay, let's see. Okay, SB, do you notice the K2 BOA system loosens during the day? The 2020 K2 Mace system, I feel it loosens during the day. I know you ride the stiffer K2. It's not that it's loosening. So what happens is you tighten it up first thing in the morning, and then your foot actually starts to swell, and then you're flexing in there. And it's also heating up the foam, and there's a bunch of other things in there. So you're wearing in the boot. And then typically I give my boots after like 3 to 5 laps, I give them a couple extra cranks just to tighten them down a little bit more. that's a very standard thing. You would have the same problem if you were utilizing just a lace boot or a speed zone. Just the more you use it and the more it flexes in there, it never stays fully locked as tight as when you first put it on right in the morning, especially if you're walking around, skating around, doing stuff like that. I mean, like literally, if you get out of the car, put your boot on, and pretty much from the car, you're right on the chairlift, then maybe you wouldn't have that problem. All right. To Kello Lucian, on the last live stream, you mentioned that the Rome Vice is a hidden gem. Can you share the detailed information compared with what the Katana offers or with the Union Strata? Well, yeah, I can. Like, literally, this is the Vice. Old Black Label heel strap, new Black Label toe strap, ASIM wrap, slightly softer high back in it, same base plate. It's literally, I mean, yeah, you don't have the D3O foam in there. Negligible at best. $100 cheaper than a Katana, $200 cheaper than a Black Label. You've got the pivot mount right there, which for this price, they should get rid of that just because to keep the price down on there. So essentially, this is the, other than the high back, it's the exact same thing as a Katana, pretty much. So that's what I'm talking about. Now, comparing this to a Strata, you have less lateral flex in it just because the way the base plate sits on there and everything. And the straps are a little more beefy. But overall, I think this is $289 because I think the Katana is $389. So $289 for a binding that's a solid workhorse with a ton of great tech in it. They botched it by putting so much good stuff on a trickle-down binding. It's like, why pay for the $580 binding when you could just buy this? Seriously, rides just like the Black Label to me. Like, just like it, with maybe a hair more flex in the high back, which is negligible at best. So, yeah. Okay. Let's see what else we got going on here. Let's see. Okay, Gamer University. Hey, Avran, I'm 6'6", weigh 160, and a size 12 boot. I use the Nitro Cannon for a power board, and I'm looking to get an all-mountain board, and I prefer medium flex. Any recommendations? Yes, you like a medium flex, so check out the Yes Typo. That one will be really solid. They also make that in a wide at your weight. I think it's like a 56, 57, and you can also check out the Ride Algorithm, which comes in a 57 wide as well. I think it's 57 wide as well. Those would be really solid for you for that all-mountain versatility in there for you. Let's see what else is out there for a medium flex. You could do the Rome Agent wide as well. So there's like 3 options for you. So, yeah. Also, I got a bunch of the ride bindings in. So, figured I'd show off what's going on with these. Since I don't think everyone's at it. And yes, there will be some explained videos coming out soon with these, but I rode the C8s already, which is what replaces the EX binding for this year, but there's some cool features on these bindings. So one of the ones I really want to talk about is this heel strap right here. It's actually fully reversible. So right now, the way it's set up, the softer is on the bottom and the stiffer is up on the top. And you can actually take them off and flip them around if you want to. The toe strap is weird, though. Like, it's almost like they purposely designed it to try to go more over the top of the foot than the toe in there. You know, you also have the adjustability of the heel cup. So you got this screw here. You can slide it back if you need to really adjust it. New high backs as well on there. But one of the cool features, so I was trying to figure this out at first because I opened the box and I was like, what the hell is this? But with the A series, or with the C series, you get 2 sets of discs. You get a plastic disc or you get the metal disc, and that'll actually change the rigidity and the stiffness underfoot. So it's really cool to see how much more customization you can actually get by swapping out the discs. So, like last live stream, we were talking about those Platapia titanium discs for binding so that they stiffen them up and shit. Ride was just basically like, fuck that. Here's an extra set of discs. So you got your plastic, and then you got your metal ones as well, just to alternate if you need it, so that you can decide whether you want to go super stiff or super soft under there, just to give yourself more lateral flex and whatnot. But the one thing that I will say about the new ride bindings is the base of these things is just like the dead spot is so big. I rode my Cool Bean with those C8s, and that board never usually get foot fatigue or chatter, and like I could just feel everything with it. And I was like, holy shit, because like the dead spot was just so big with it. But yeah, so I got the 8s and the 10s. Yeah, here's the 10s, which is their crazy high-end stiff one. And, you know, like they're well built. Don't get me wrong on that. Like they're well built. The only thing I don't like is they come with 2.5 degrees of canting, which in my opinion is a little overkill. But, you know, you got a carbon high back in there, a little stiffer in that. And so you got the composite chassis with the metal heel cup. You can adjust that back. You got like, it's a dual layer. Here, second. I'm just gonna take it off. So with the heel strap, you got your dual layer in there, so you can actually see it. So you've got like your cage on the outside with that foam, and it's very minimal. And you can see that in there just to allow. I haven't ridden the A series yet. Those are probably going to happen next week at some point. But yeah, so the new ride stuff's out. Figured I'd talk about that. Let's see. David off Black Dynamite. Mountain Creek lift line is 30 minutes long. Worth it? Yeah, they also got like 2 feet of snow. That nor'easter just decimated that whole mid-Atlantic region down by the cities and stuff. You guys got so much friggin' snow, which is awesome. Good for you. Go enjoy it. It's worth it. So, yeah. And remember to subscribe if you're new here. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, Adam Roman, sushi versus sushi wide, your take. They're both super wide boards, just the wide is like extra wide basically. If you're a size like 11.5 and up, that's really where the wide comes in my opinion. I mean, you got to realize the wide, so when they came out, the wide was just the sushi, then they offered the sushi light, then there's the sushi wide, so basically they kind of trickled them around that way. And so the whole concept of that, it's still a drastic volume shifted. If you're a heavier rider with a bigger foot, that's where you go with the wide. If you're like 200 pounds with a size 10, get the regular. That's it. Unless you want something a little beefier or a little wider on that for more stability. That would be where I would go with that. So, yeah. All right. Let's see. Where was I? Just trying to get through these questions. Okay, DJ Footfoot. Hey, Avran, I'm about to order the Ride Berserker, but I'm also a TRS guy, and the C3 interests me. Which do you like more? I haven't been on the new Berserker. Like, I was on it last year, or was it 2 years ago? It was 2 years ago. The one they gave me, they realized had way too much camber and was just built wrong. So I've got a new Berserker in the other room, and I'm going to try to review that. But I've been on the new TRS with C3, and that is the best riding TRS in probably the last 10 years that I've been on. Like, adding C3 to that board makes sense. They merged the hot knife into it, so it's a little more playful out in the tip and the tail, but you still keep that stability and you can charge. And when you load it up, you get more pop with it. It's really going to come down to construction, core profile, camber profile on what you want. Personally, I think the TRS is going to be more damp, and that's just the way for that type of board. That's a lot better because then you can just plow through things. Whereas the Berserker is going to be more lively and it's going to be more reactive when you load it up, especially because of that carbon array and the way they put it in there. It's going to spring back out. So you want to make sure you find what absolutely works for what you need in there. But I think you probably couldn't go wrong with either of them just for that higher end, like charging free ride-ish board. Okay. All right. Let's see. Dweezy, can I get an angry rant for every entitled pass holder that complains about parking reservations at Copper? I filled out the survey about the parking situation, and I let it be known that I am fucking pissed that I couldn't buy a parking pass as an Icon pass holder. I've had a parking pass for years. I have parked in the fucking Beeler lot. It was the best thing ever because I could just get out, I could stop at Gravity, get on the chair, go ride, end of the day, come back, stop at Gravity, stop at Mahi's, which Mahi's doesn't even fucking exist at Copper anymore. Fucking bullshit. This is fucking bullshit. You got rid of my taco spot. And I have to fucking park out in the goddamn peasant lot with the fucking peasants. One of them tried to put their door into my car the other day. I lost my shit on them. So lately I've just been parking right next to the handicap spot because no one ever fucking uses them. So I just snake right in next to it, squeeze my ass in there. Then I got all the space in the world to get out of there. Then I fucking walk all the way over to East Village. Gotta walk through the fucking bike path. And there's a guy that owns like 3 golden retrievers. And I fucking hate golden retrievers. Dog you are most likely to get bitten by in this world is a golden retriever. I don't trust them. They're fucking evil. They're manipulative. They're all like, look at me, I'm big and dopey. But that fucker's gonna fucking eat you. And they're always just running around there, and they're always trying to brush up against me with their fucking fur, and I don't want their fur on me. It's fucking bullshit. This is the bullshit. Bring back the fucking parking pass for Icon pass holders. Now, as far as the parking reservation system goes, if you can't get a day at Copper on the reservation system, you're a fucking idiot. I am already 30 days into this season. I think today was day 12 or 13 at Copper for me. I just fucking, I'm booked all the way through Christmas week, and I've already started booking the week after. I don't have a problem with it. Saturdays? Okay, you might be fucked on a Saturday. I get it. What do you fucking do? It's not that big of a fucking deal. It's actually a relatively easy parking thing. Like, I'm pretty sure I could book a day right now if I really wanted to. Like, the app is so fucking easy to use. I don't get it. It's like, oh, book again. Here we go. Click it. Let's see. What do I want? Tomorrow? Let's see if I can get one for tomorrow. Complete booking. Oh, look. I just booked a freaking day at Copper. Yep. Nope. Your space is booked for tomorrow. Sweet. I don't have to go to A Basin. I'm going to Copper. How fucking hard is that? Literally, I don't understand how people fucking think it's so hard to fucking book it. Here, I'll count how many days I've got booked right now for Copper, too. This is hilarious. So, all right. Tomorrow. Yeah, so I got tomorrow. Then I got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then the following Monday. And then I don't really have anything till the 4th and the 5th. Like, I don't really get how hard that is to book a day, but everyone's complaining that they can't get days. The other thing is like always check in the morning because sometimes people cancel last minute and you can get a spot. It's not that hard. I don't get it. All these people are complaining that they're not getting. I don't know what they're doing to reserve stuff. Like I never have a problem with it, but that's me. R.I.P. L Stacker. R.I.P. L Stacker's Adventures. All right. And shout out to my boy Benny Pellegrino from Nitro. He's going to talk to me next week about getting stuff, but he's on his way to Brighton for some night shred. Benny, go slash some POW and enjoy it, buddy. All right. Let's see. Okay, Mark Bresson. I have a friend looking for a new setup with the channel. He likes to ride all mountain and park at Bear Mountain, California. I was thinking Cartel versus Malavita. What do you prefer and why? So the thing with the Malavita is there's a slight wing that comes off the back of the binding. So like So if this is the base tray, there's this little point that comes off, and when you center flex the board, like if you torsionally twist it, it pushes into the top sheet, and it ends up usually cracking it. That's my one issue with the Malavita. Otherwise, it's a solid binding. The Cartel is definitely more of a workhorse, and I think it's the better all-around binding, but that's just me. Okay, Vanessa Tracy. Mom wants to buy me a new board. RIP to the Solomon Assassin. What should I look into? Try all mountain, one board, quiver. Currently on a 53. I like flat decks. And a 53? Almost everyone's going back to like cam rocker, or at least camber at some point, which even the Assassin was technically like camber 2.0 in that. You want like an all mountain, honestly? Looking at like a 53. You're coming off the Assassin? Let's see. You might like the Capita Mercury, maybe a Yes Typo. You could do the 1LF from Rosinal, or personally, I think the Revenant is actually better. It's a little more stable. It's got a thicker core profile to it. If you're looking at Rome, you'd be looking at like an Agent as well. Or you could do like a K2 broadcast as well, I think. And so there's some options. If you did, well, and or you could, no, because it's like straight camber if you did nitro from that. So yeah. So anyways, that's yeah, there's a bunch of options for you, Vanessa. What do we got? What do we got? All right. Well, you got the first sticker pack of the day. You know the drill. Email me, info@angrysnowboarder.com, and I'll get that in the mail, which it'll probably show up before the last one I sent to you, because evidently nothing's getting anywhere these days. So, yeah. All right. Edward James Perhula, happy holidays. Thanks for keeping it real. Well, thank you for the $50 super chat, sir. I will definitely eat some food on Monday on my birthday. And remember to wash your hands, people. Wash your hands. All right. Gleb Castro. A question regarding binding. Can the flex of bindings anyhow affect your pop? Like stiffer bindings, more pop, or is it only affects? It affects the load that you can put into the board. So like a more responsive binding, you'll have a quicker load time to load the board up, but you're going to lose that lateral play in there usually. But you lose lateral play instead to gain more toe to heel play or drive in there. So with that lack of lateral play, you lose that ability to sometimes load in and snap off the outside of your back foot when you load the camber profile up. So it's that by and large, like if you're trying to get more pop, it realistically, if you go with a more responsive binding, you'll get it. If you have a more responsive boot, you can get it as well. But so much of that also falls on rider error and usage, as well as how the board is typically built too. All right, we got Andrew Hernandez here. 6'3", 250 pounds, size 15 Sasquatch here. Jesus Christ, are you a fucking linebacker? Fuck, that is a big ass dude. Bought a 2020 Stump Babe 62 wide and paired it with K2 Mesa boots. What all mountain binding would you suggest that'll fit my boot? Looking at the Flow NX2 opinions, yes, because the NX2 comes in an extra large, and the extra large I believe fits either a 15 or a 16 max. Double check that before you purchase it. Just make sure, because as a size 15, fuck man, you're limited. Like I think Union makes a binding that fits you, and it might just be the Force. maybe a strata, but I think it's just the force. Burton, you're pretty much ruled out. Rome, no, because I think it stops at like 13 and a half or 14 on there. Ride does make a binding though, so like the new ride stuff, I think, because like, let me see here. Let's see. Yeah, a ride large binding will fit a 15 plus. So you'd probably want to go with like an A or a C8, which, this is the aluminum one, so this is the more rigid model right there. But a large in this will fit a size 15. Like I said, you're going to be severely limited on binding options being a 15, so always double check whatever you're looking at. But I would personally, like, you want that Flow NX2, look at it, but see if, go to the next one above the NX2 because you'll probably end up over flexing that. Just because of your weight at 250 pounds, you're going to have so much torque on that. A stiffer binding would make more sense, which almost tells me that maybe I should recommend you the A or C10s from Ride because they're stiffer, but I still think the 8s would work for you. With Union, if it is only the Force that would fit you, which for some reason I also want to say the Atlas might fit you. The Atlas would work, but the Force, you would probably eat that fucking thing alive. Bent metals might actually fit you too. Like the Core Pro, I think if you got that in the XL, I think it would fit you. And those would be what I would kind of look at. All right, Andrew, let's give you a spin. What do we got? What do we got? Where are we going? Wash your hands, people. Wash your hands. All right, let's see. Ethan Walter, going to Hunta tomorrow. Pray for me. They got 21 inches, dude. You're probably going to be able to smash POW tomorrow at Hunta. It's going to be a wicked day at Hunta. You're probably also going to get yelled at. Also, like, don't fall off that cat track with the giant cliff that the Ice Coast Kill shit people always throw the mannequin off of. Yeah, don't do that. We don't want you to die. So, no death. No death. All right. Letters. Ha! Didn't miss that rant. Well, good. Just here, I'm a monkey in a fucking box to entertain all of you. That's all I am anymore. Wash your hands, all of you. Chris Bond, rest in peace, Mahis. Yeah, goddamn, Mahis tacos. Fuck. I don't know if they put it into the food cart. Miss that taco place, man. Just want to go eat my vegetarian taco that's just slathered in butter, so it's not vegan friendly. Seriously, that thing has like a full stick of butter per taco. It's the most amazing thing ever. Sweet. Chris, you won yourself a small sticker pack. All you got to do, email me info@angrysnowboarder, and I will get that in the mail to you. Which, at this point, allow 10 to 14 weeks for delivery because the United States Postal Service is fucked. Holy shit. Dweezy, bless your heart and enjoy your vacation from the kids. You'll see me at Copper. This isn't much of a vacation. I'm still going to be riding product every day. Got like 60 snowboards in the hallway I got to ride. All right, well, there you go, Dweezy. Got yourself a small sticker pack. So, you know what the drill is. Give me that mailing address wherever you are. I don't know. You move around. Letters. Unfortunately, L Stacker rides my home mountain on the regular. Thoughts on carrying some angry stickers to gift him next time I see the troglodyte? I don't want him representing me. I don't want him ever fucking associating with me. But I do want to make a sticker pack with like the head of Kevin, the Brucey head. We'll do an Avran head. I'll draw a Slim Whitman head. And then I'm going to do chat bubbles. And it'll be like, R.I.P. L Stacker's Adventure. And it'll be like, my child's name is Harold. And it'll be like throat punch. You know what I mean? You can just like make the sticker. I'm working on it. And it'll be like a little sticker sheet that you guys can order. Okay. Joshua Sanders, best binding for under 200 with a soft medium flex, the K2 Indy. It's a trickle-down old-school formula. So you lose the hinge on the heel strap on there, but you get the old heel strap, the old toe strap on there. I think it's like $189. And you can usually find a last year's being blown out for like $129 all the way down to like $89. Screaming ass deal, solid ass binding. Can't go wrong with that. Otherwise, I think it's the Nitro Machine. I don't think it's the Zero. I think it's the Machine. That would be another one to look at too. Or you could even do the stacks from them. That would be playful. All right. All right. Marco Purchase. I have cash. You have a wheel. Give that thing a spin. See if we have a deal. Do you need to go to Gambling Anonymous? Fuck. I'm like legitimately worried. Some of you guys are getting addicted to this thing. That's not a prize. Also, oh, we bounced back. Even worse, you got the middle finger. Also, I know times are getting tough. People are probably getting close to evictions. I know we don't want to think about that, especially in mountain towns that are shut down and people aren't working. If you are struggling for groceries with the holidays coming up, please reach out to me. If there's Instacart or something I can do to get you groceries, even if I have to order it on Amazon and hopefully it'll show up in 2 days, like hopefully, I don't know. Reach out. I'll give you $50 worth of food. You probably won't be the most stoked because it won't be ramen or frozen food. You'll actually have to learn how to cook and you'll realize you're a horrible cook. But the good thing is we're on YouTube, and there's plenty of YouTube channels that'll teach you how to cook. So I could order you some chicken, some broccoli, some potatoes, and other things, and some food. And hopefully you'll be able to eat and have a nice meal for Christmas. So I'm throwing that out there for anyone that's really struggling. I know a lot of the mountain towns are really hurting. I'm in a position that I'm not hurting, so I'd rather pass that on to anyone that could need anything. Or maybe you caught the Rona and you're fucking lockdown and you have no groceries. I'll send you groceries too if you got the Ronas. Because creepy superfan Alan Russell caught the Rona. And the first words out of his mouth were, son of a bitch, I feel like I was hit with a freight train. I was like, now you know how I felt when I had it. And I've been talking him through it. He's got like 2 more days of it being at the peak, and then he's on the tail end. But he's bitching. His wife's bitching. They're all bitching. All right. Okay. Germo VDS. If you're not able to take it to the slopes, do you feel like you can judge a snowboard at home by flexing in the living room and jumping butter? No, I don't. I mean, I could. Every board I review, I ride. Why? Because it reacts so different when it gets on snow. The big thing is you're flexing it around in your fucking living room. Whoa, it's 68 degrees. Gonna flex a lot different when it's 28 degrees outside and it's on the cold. Like, I ride everything. I'm not one of these guys that just put the board on the table and be like, this is the camera profile, chug some fucking Alfredo sauce, jerk off your boyfriend, make some horrible homophobic racial slur, and then talk about it while grunting and groping yourself. Yeah, I'm talking about James Beastie. Fuck that guy. Like, fucker. Everyone, I had one of his fanboys was like, he makes more videos than you. Yeah, he does. And it takes him 30 minutes to do what I can do in a 1-minute explained video. Fucking idiot. Fucking morons. No, I ride everything. Why? Because I want to know how it reacts on snow. Because I'm a snowboarder. And snowboards are meant to be ridden and destroyed. So, yeah. Mega Crush 54. Where's Lucas DeBari? He retired. I think he's a forest ranger or some shit now. I don't know. He came out of retirement on his Instagram one day to bitch that some boots he bought, he creased them, and everyone was like, yeah, well, welcome to the real world where you buy stuff and sometimes it breaks. All right. Nick K, should I detune a new board? New board is the K2 Party Player. Do you catch edges? Are you scared of sharp edges? Do you fear slicing your hand with your board? If you answered yes to any of these, then detune it. If you answered no, then you're a man. Go ride. Jitter, would you recommend the Union Force with the Jones Frontier? Yes. Yes, I would. I think you're solid with that. Okay. The Goats just picked up a Nitro Beast, was thinking either some Now Pilots or Burton Malavitas to pair with it. Any thoughts? Either of those would work. Personally, with the Beast, I'd go something a little bit stiffer than the Pilot. I'd go up to the next one above if you could. I think that would make more logical sense with that. The Malavita, that should work on there. You could even do a Cartel. And that's kind of where I'm going at. So. Eric Lim, after a few days of use, the ratchets on my Nitro Phantom bindings would strip the ladder on my straps from tightening or over-tightening them. Is this something you experienced too? No. And you want to know why you're experiencing this? Because you don't have your straps set right. So when they're in the binding, take your straps, take your binding, center everything, flip it upside down, make sure the heel sits in there and everything, and make sure when you're tightening them down that it climbs, but it's not just sitting there going like this, just with the teeth eating the ladder. You're over tightening them because they're not either set right, they're not the right size, which I'm going to bet they're actually the right size. So if you actually center them absolutely perfectly, they should not be eating them. And when you're tightening down and you suddenly feel it like not grip, don't just keep sitting there ripping the thing. It's just going to eat the damn things apart. Like, shit, ladders have gotten so much stronger since the 90s. I remember when I used to have to go take ski boot ladders for the rental boots and drill a hole and cut them down to fit my drakes and then have to mount them. No, that's what's going on there. All right. Okay. Lucas B, Monday is my B day too. Supersize it. Yeah, 38. Fuck, I'm old. On a plus side, though, I did 50-50 two-board slide the DFD today at Copper. It was the most ugly board slide I've ever done, and I made it just barely to the end. I was holding on. The second time I tried it, I just slammed the board right into the side. So that was awful. And remember, fire cures everything, like herpes, or if you use the toilet after caviar spilly. Let's see. MC Brewers, spin it. We're spinning it. It's what we're here for. Oh, yeah, and I know I promised I was going to do this 12 days of Christmas. I just said, fuck it. So I got a bunch of prizes we'll do when I come back from vacation. I don't know what we're going to do, but we'll do some kind of contest. All right, well, Mr. Brewers, you won yourself a medium sticker pack. You know the drill. All you got to do is email me info@angrysnowboarder and then allow 64 to 128 weeks for delivery for some reason. Let's see. Justin Rock, what's up board similar to the party platter? Ride medium jumps in, hit every side hit on the East Coast. Dance hall, gremlin, Stale cruiser? No. Well, dance hall, kind of. But you would be looking at the Lumberjack X, which is the cambered Lumberjack, the Libtech short wide, because I think that's actually C3 in there. You would be looking at the Yes 2020 to an extent, although that hull shaping, not exactly the best. The Warpig is kind of on that level. Let's see, what else? I'm trying to think. Because you're looking at, well, the Powder Twin from Spring Break would be on that. The Weston Hatchet, I think that's kind of everything with that one. Okay. Drew Weisner, chance he'll get some angry bobbleheads in the store. Totally would put one on my dash or nose of my board. God, don't put one on the nose of your board. I'll fucking kill you. I'll disown all of you. I will quit doing angry. No, I'm not doing bobbleheads. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. You need to wash your hands after that question and maybe wash your mouth out with soap. Let's see. Let's see. Dylan Deschler, will the Union Force work well with the Capita Indoor Survival? Yes, you're solid. You got this. You're good. Rob Ibsemis, top 3 bindings to put on the new Rome Party mod. I would put the Rome Vice. Because, I mean, if you're going to party, you need your vices. That's just how it is. With that, so do that. I would look at, like, the Burton Malavita probably, or a Cartel. And what else do I want to throw in there for good measure? No, I don't want to throw any of those ones on there. And maybe like a Flux DS. I think it's the DS. That would be what I would put on there. Yep. All right. David B. How does the S standard compare to the Captain Mercury? Looking for a directional twin for all mountain freestyle. Got a 10.5 boot, so I need a wider board. So the standard is wider than the Mercury. It's more stable. The camber profile on it, because it's Camrock, will give you better float and pow than the Mercury, in my opinion. It's harder to load, but you get more spring and snap out of it. It's a little more stable. On edge, I find the Mercury a little more zippy, edge-to-edge transition-wise, but I think the edge hold on icy or firmer shit is better on the standard. MC Bruce, can you give it to the next spin with no prize? I'll do one better than that. First person, no, never mind. I'm not going to do that. That's going to open me up to a lot. Yes, next person that doesn't get a prize on the wheel will get a sticker back. So, all right, let's give you another spin. And remember to pray to the altar of snowboarding for the 3 weeks I'm on vacation. I hope all of you don't die. All right. Okay, water bottle. How do I stop my leg from cramping? I can't go on my heel edge, and I'm stuck on the mountain for another 2 hours. Well, you have a potassium deficiency going on there, and your muscles are shot. So you got 2 options. When it starts to cramp, you make a fist, and you just friggin' hit yourself right in the quad as hard as you can, and pray to God it releases. Or you stop fucking snowboarding and you go sit in a snowbank for a while. You need to stretch. You're probably also slightly dehydrated, which is pretty sad because you're a fucking inanimate water bottle. You're full of what you should be drinking. Drink yourself. I don't care if you have to pee in your mouth. I don't know how a water bottle does that, but if you have to, you do these things. Yeah. So that's what I would do. Otherwise, brute force, just keep hitting yourself right in the quad when it starts to cramp. So. All right, Steve, okay, spin it for December. B-Day's mine is tomorrow. All right, happy birthday, Steve. I was supposed to be born on Christmas. That would have sucked. All right, next non-super chat gets a spin. Keelan Hall just picked up a 2018 Ride Kink Black Dog. Would my Union Strata bindings from my Arbor draft be a good fit, or what would you suggest? Just rip them off of that draft and slap them on and go ride. All right. Lucas B, thoughts on lace boots? Tried Ride Fuse and Vans Infuse. Neither fit quite right. The best boot's the one that fits your foot and fits your needs. If you need a lace boot, go for it. God, I think I was in my early 20s the last time I owned a lace boot. Seriously, I think I was 22 the last time I owned a lace boot. It was a Burton Hale. It was awful. The boot was fucking awful. Then I went to the Vans Fargos, and they were way better. But yeah, so, all right. Lucas, let's give you a spin. Not a prize. All right. Find a question here. Let me give them a spin. All right. Well, shit, we're kind of caught up in questions, and there's 109 of you. Why am I not getting questions? I'm here to dance like a monkey at an organ grinder for you. This is your last chance you're getting me for 2020. Then I'm on vacation. Fucking gone. going to sit around and throw my PlayStation controller at my PlayStation and scream, why did I buy Cyberpunk 2077? Game's fucking awful. $60. Been talking to the chat bot for 3 days on PSN, trying to get a fucking refund because that game is so fucking flawed. This is bullshit. All right, anyways, DJ Frank, has Ride made a Helix you like yet? No, they haven't. They probably never will. Fuck that board. Fuck it. It's the worst. Still not as bad as L-Stacker. R.I.P. L-Stacker's Adventures. R.I.P. All right, let's see what we got here. Andre Gagurman, how about an extended explained episode? No. Nope, you're not getting an extended explained episode on rotational bindings. Fuck those pieces of shit. Fuck the people that invent them. Fuck the people that buy them. Fuck the people that support that bullshit on Kickstarter. How the fuck do those things keep getting like $50,000 to $100,000 in funding? Do I need to just launch a fake Kickstarter about rotational bindings and dumbass people who give me money that I can take it, funnel the money into Angry, make good content, hire a staff, and fucking retire? Fuck. All right. Oh, God. What do we got here? Oh, Jesus. What the hell does my mom want now? What is this? What is this, Lynn? Lynn, you know I'm live streaming, Mom. Oh. 23 pictures that perfectly capture how completely crazy the snow in Binghamton, New York is. Mom, we don't live in that section of New York. We live in the fucking South Towns, in the shitty, shitty section. Give a fuck. We'll probably look at it later. J-Raz, where do you find fat skier kids falling down the mountain? I need entertainment. Wherever you find fucking Texas plates or red rental plates from Colorado. They all lurk in the hearts of man. Just when you think they aren't around, they come out of nowhere and fall down in front of you. Watched a whole family come into the terrain park today. And so the drop ramp is here, and then there's like, it's kind of trannied out. So I was like ollieing off the deck and tranny finding it. Watched skier dad not paying attention, goes sideways to watch his kid try to drop in, hooked an edge and just fell into the tranny. I ollied over him. Why? Because I don't care. Because if he dies, he dies. Where is Drago? He's not in this chat. I'm really disappointed. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Jimmy McElroy, thoughts on the K2 clickers? Any chance there will be a review? I was supposed to get a set. The good thing is I know the boots will fit me because it's a fucking Masis. I can pull the liners out of my Thraxis and shove them in there. Size 10 will fit me. It's just there. I mean, it's going to be for lazy people. Fucking Steppins suck. They just suck. They don't have the same performance. Like, they just don't. Ugh. Okay. Okay. Hunter 1138T, in your opinion, was the best skill to focus on for a newer snowboarder? Turning. Everyone needs to, and I don't mean just like skidding your turns. I mean understanding how to torsionally flex a board, how to, when you're riding flat, how when you load down in your front foot by pushing down on your ankle, how it'll engage while you roll your back foot in. All that. Turning is the most important thing. I see a lot of you dumb motherfuckers out there. Let's just go right to the terrain park. Can't fucking turn. Ride straight into a feature, put all your weight on your heel edge, fall on your ass, slide, die, your shit goes everywhere. No. Fucking turning. Seriously. If there's one thing I could tell Jonathan Buckhouse, it'd be like, go learn how to fucking turn properly. Get a snowboard that fits. Because you're creating a whole generation of people that are just slide slipping all over the place and skidding out their heel on everything and fucking slapping around. Turning is the most important thing. Like edge control. This is why we need to have half pipes. Not super pipes, half pipes. The more half pipes we have, the more better edge control people will have, because a half pipe, because if people want to go ride the park, and if you put the half pipe at the start of the park, well, we got to go through the half pipe to get to the park. They're going to learn that edge control in the pipe. Seriously. Anyone that grew up riding a half pipe, you can see their edge control so much better than anyone else. They understand that dynamic of flexing the board and just understanding how to transition from toe to heel. Turning is the most important thing you should work on. I don't care if you think you've got it dialed. Go spend a fucking hour on a green run and just practice turning. Just big heel turn here, turn on your toes back here, back over on your heels here. I don't care if it takes you 75 turns to go 400 feet. Practice that shit, people. Over this. Okay. Okay. Luke Dudgeon. Got the Black Snowboard of Death 20th anniversary after your review. Purchased Union Ultras to pair with it. Did I spend wisely or waste my money in Australia so won't get to test until next season? You're going to have a very responsive binding on there, and it should match up to it perfectly fine. I think your edge-to-edge control will be phenomenal with that. So I know it is your summer and our winter. In a few 6 months, you will be able to ride that. Okay. Brian Spiegeloff. Are the Party Platter, Backslash, and Gremlin too similar to own more than one? Seem like similar rides. They're all in the same category. If you're going with stiffness, this is how I would put it. It would go Gremlin. Party Platter and Backslash are interchangeable, but Backslash is more directional, so we'll put that slightly before it. Then Party Platter for flex. When it comes to carving, I think the Gremlin has better edge hold, but the Backslash has better turn initiation, whereas the Party Platter, it's a twin ultra wide fucking board. It has a good side cut, not the best. So I think if I was going to own two, I would have a Party Platter and a Backslash. That's me, or I would have a Party Platter and a Gremlin. It kind of comes down to it. The Gremlin is more damp than the Backslash. So if you're one of those guys that feels a lot of foot fatigue at the end of the day, or gets a lot of chatter that just affects your knees, I would definitely look at going with the Gremlin over the Backslash. Okay. Michael Traumator. Let's take him with the super chat. Let's take a moment to appreciate Avran. Answers every question asked. Watching some of these YouTubers avoid, try to answer questions is cringy in comparison. I don't answer everything. There are ones I skip. I'll read them and I'll just go, that is fucking a stupid question and I'm just not even going to deal with it. Or someone will spam it like 75 times and I'll just be like, block. And we're done with that. But I try to answer all you guys' questions because I know that it will help you in the long run. And plus, if I don't answer a question, you guys can always hire me as a personal shopper for like $5, $10, 15, $50, whatever you want. So I try to answer everyone's questions. I mean, if you guys understood why I'm taking this vacation, like I answer questions like all day today, answering questions on Instagram and email while I was on the chairlift. Like every ride, like someone would try to, like rando would get on with me and be like, beautiful day, blah, blah, blah. And I'd be like, can't talk, busy, working from home. Got to answer these questions. I'd be like just typing out questions. I'd be like getting off the chairlift, like skating, just be like, okay, good, answered that question. All right. Next lap, answer someone else's and shit like that. Like my whole thing with this vacation is to just, I'm not answering questions. Like I'll come back maybe one day a week. I'll sit down and answer stuff, but like shit's just going to go widely unanswered. It's just, I need a little mental break from it. Like you guys rapid fire questions at me, but also I have a wealth of knowledge, so I should definitely share it and give it away for free. So yeah, there's that. All right, Michael, let's give you a spin. What do we got? Oh, sweet. Well, you just won yourself a small sticker pack there, Michael. So, you know the drill. Email me, info@angrysnowboarder.com, and I will get that in the mail to you. So, all right. Where'd that go? I just saw it. Shit. Okay, where were we? James Peterson, thoughts on the Capita Powder Twin? What's the flex on it like? I still haven't seen one in person. Side cut radius seems very short looking at the specs. Well, you're in luck. I actually wrote the review for it on Sunday after I wrote it in 10 inches. So the big thing with this is, one, this thing is fucking wide as shit. I rode the 59. I really wish I actually took it from my friend Phil. It's his personal. I wish he'd had a 56, which I can't believe his tiny little ass rides the 59. This thing has 2 flex patterns to it. And by that, I mean you have the flex pattern that you're going to get when you're on groomers, firm snow, and then you have the flex pattern that you're going to get when you're in pout. Like the way that camber profile with the rocker and the surf shape on it in pout, it gets looser in the tip and the tail. It's slashy. It's super surfy and stable and fun. When you get on a groomer, it's almost like riding a camrock board with a mellow, elongated rocker, so it's really aggressive, so it's like super long, but you still have that camber profile underneath your feet to load it and engage it. It takes more on firm to load it. When you do, it pops and springs. On edge, you notice that it's a little sluggish just due to the size, and I have a 10 boot, so I could kind of get away with it. It's a little sluggish on edge, and when you get it on edge and you try to rail a turn, you end up actually losing pretty much the front portion of the contact. So it pretty much drives from inside the front foot through the back, and that's how you whoop it and loop it out on edge in there. It's actually stiffer than I thought it was going to be, like compared to my Marhar Lumberjack, which I would, or even the Marhar Lumberjack X. It's stiffer than that. I would say it's kind of a Capita Mercury flex to it, kind of loosely. It's responsive, that's for sure, but it's one of those boards you want to get your weight out over the tip and the tail when you're buttering. You want to make sure that you're really accentuating and over-exaggerating your turns and your presses and how you do everything. My theory is if you are a big dude with like a size 12 that's always bitching that even the wide twins aren't wide enough, this would be wide enough for you. Plus it comes all the way, I think 59 is the biggest. If not, there's one that's like a 62. Would be bigger, but yeah. Yeah, so there's that's kind of how it is. But yeah. The written review will go up on Angry Snowboarder VIP, so the members of that will get that. Like I've got reviews coming through the rest of the month on there for the VIP members, so angrysnowboarder.vip. So if you're a member, you can always check those out. Otherwise, I think when I come back from vacation, there'll just be a big monster drop of video reviews, and we'll go from there. Oh God, did Slim Whitman call again?
Yeah, hi, Adrian. I love to see your name sometimes. I just love it. Okay. A couple things. Number one, please stop taking calls from the tired lady, because I feel like she's trying to pull you away from me. I don't like it. You have to stop that. You have to stop taking her calls. Right now, here in Henderson, it's 2:40 p.m. and the band's premiere is in 3 hours and 20 minutes. The pizza's gonna be here, right? You'll be here, right? I don't know how far it is. To Southern County, but you have to be here. You promised. Please watch the video with me.
Oh my God, I think we broke Slim Whitman. I think we broke him. Oh my God. It's the worst. Slim Whitman's the worst. Fucking troglodyte. Someone needs to throat punch that fucker for me. All right, Jermo VDS, keep this channel alive. We're trying. It's not dead yet. Maybe. I don't know. I'm dead on the inside. What do we got for you? Oof. That's a rough one. Oh, I've answered that question before. Let's see. Let's see. Michael Anderson wants to spin. Let's do this. Okay. Loser. All right. Well, we got Andrew Hernandez asking, aluminum versus composite, does it really matter? Yes, it does. And the big thing is aluminum is more rigid. It also does not dissipate vibrations as well, like those little micro vibrations that fatigue your foot through the day, the stuff that makes you more tired as the day goes on. It does not dissipate that, whereas a composite will actually dissipate that. And what people don't realize with that foot fatigue, that's what wears you down more and more throughout the day. So if you've got something that expedites that, you're wearing down faster through the day. So you're actually not able to ride at the level you want or for as long as you want. The other thing is aluminum creates a bigger dead spot under the foot. It always has. Whereas a composite will have more flex and give to it. Like what you get, that's it. Like if that binding starts to flex, the aluminum binding starts to flex, it bends. And if it bends, it does not come back. Now, Ride for years would try to say, oh, we've never had bindings bend. I worked at the largest snowboard shop in Summit County. If it could bend, it did bend. Every model at some point would bend. They'd come back and they'd be like, hey, this isn't mounting right. And I'd be like, yeah, that's definitely bent. Hang on a minute. And then I'd pull like another chassis from a different pair that had bent that was going on warranty. And I'd pull it and be like, here you go. And send them back on their way and throw the other bent one in there with it so that, we go send it back on credit. So these things do happen in there. It's personal preference. I have friends that absolutely just love aluminum bindings. That's just what they absolutely love. For me, not my thing. Okay, no. You are going in band. You are putting you in timeout, asking rotational binding Gilson questions. Nanad Vesic, sushi or war pig? Ask yourself. The big thing is to ask yourself, how much tail do you want? If you do not want any tail and you're only going to starch straight, that's where the sushi comes in. Otherwise, with the war pig, you get more tail on that so you can really push off and pump with it. The war pig is stiffer than the sushi. I just rode the new war pig, actually, and it feels stiffer than the last time I rode it. So kind of ask yourself those things. Lendog22, Hood is a free-for-all and people don't have jobs anymore or pretend to work from their phones while they ride. Are other ski areas seeing the same thing? Thursday to Tuesday crowd? Traffic was backed up for 3 hours today on I-70 trying to get up. Yes, we lost 20% of our workforce just left the county, and that opened up housing. All that housing you figure would be workforce housing for people coming in. Nope. Work from home dumb fucks took it and sucked it all up, and now they're like, why is there no one here to work to help me with these things? I don't understand this. Blah 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 blah. It's like a whole other level of chaos, like the level of stupidity in the mouth breathers that I see around. I actually had a guy being like, hey, can you show me how to get to this line? And I said, no, I'm not going to show you how to get to this line because you clearly, if you knew what this line was, one, you'd understand that it's a fucking rock field right now. Two, you'd know how to actually get in and get out. Three, you wouldn't be asking a random ass stranger on the chairlift how to get there. So this is what it is. I think this year, some areas are just batshit insane and some areas aren't. Like Copper, the parking lot probably had more cars in it today, and I waited in less lift lines. So I'm like, So as more terrain opens, it'll get better. But overall, I think certain resorts are going to fare better than others. Like if you live up in bumfuck Montana and people can't fly in and get there, you're probably going to be okay. You live on I-70, you're fucked. We're all fucked. We're dead. We're all dead. We're all going to die. This is just how it's going to be. So, yeah. Ugh, I'm not answering that question because I've done that last run of death. Oh, let's see. Where were we? Trying to catch up on everyone's stuff. All right, J-Raz, turn that board, turn that wheel. Happy birthday. Oof, loser. Water bottle. Yeah, why should I go to school when it's online and I can do it on the... Fuck, when I was your age, I just didn't go to school. My mom would call in the school if the resort got more than like 6 inches. She'd be like, "He's sick," and the nurse would be like, "Is he sick or is he going snowboarding?" "He's going snowboarding," and the nurse would be like, "Sick." I think I missed my senior year something like 28 days because all I did was just go snowboarding all the time. I didn't give a fuck. Look at how successful I've become. I'm a fucking monkey in a goddamn digital box dancing for you. Yeah, no, but. Online school, like you're learning anything in public education. They don't fucking teach you how to get a mortgage or how to figure out insurance. But by God, they got the Pythagorean something theorem. I don't even know what it is. All right. Jordan, have a good vacay and give my spin to a freebie. All right, let's find the next question that's going to get a spin. All right. Let's see what we got here. Oh my God, no. Oh, sweet. Ivan Drago's shown up. All right. Let's see. Okay. Jay Garisick 07. Hey, Broham. Any thoughts on the 32 Team 2 boots? Just snagged a pair and heading to the hill on Saturday. Best boot's the one that fits your foot. Just understand with 32 boots, no matter what they rate their stiffness, it will be softer within a few days. Their boots are some of the softest. Like their ultra stiff boot, it just goes to, they go to mush super fast. And remember to heat mold the liner on those things. That is one brand you want to heat mold the liner on that. All right, let's give you a spin of the wheel because Jordan gave his. What do we got? What do we got? Where we go? Lose a turn. Ouch. All right. Let's see. James Peterson. That was great and detailed answer about the powder twin. I appreciate it. Please give my spin to someone else. Have a great vacation. All right. Next person will get his spin. Cameron Perry. Sorry if you talked about this already, but thoughts on Burton's One World. I thought it wasn't that great. I turned it on. I watched it. Other than the stuff that the quotes from Jake at the end, didn't really give two shits about it. And then I promptly watched a whole shitload of other movies on YouTube, like Scandinavians 2, Pay the Rent 3, Gutterball from Videograss is on there, Halcyon from Sage. Fuck. Shredbots have so many movies on there right now as well. The Rome team edit from Montana's out. There's so much better stuff than the Burton One World. It was like you watched it and you were like, oh yeah, no, this is for people that snowboard, not for snowboarders. Anyways, Cameron, you get spin of the week. All right. Pray to the altar of snowboarding, everyone. Eric Slusbus. Hey, Avran, currently riding a 163 wide Assassin and looking to buy something a little wider, possibly volume shifted, but want to avoid overlap. Should I go Orca, Warpig, or Black Snowboard of Death? Well, Well, the Black Snowboard to Death really isn't volume shifted. So if you're trying, you got the Assassin and you're trying to avoid overlap, I would personally not look at the War Pig and look at the Super Pig instead. I think that would be a better option and complement that 63 wide Assassin. Otherwise, don't look at the Orca. Go look at the Gremlin instead. The Gremlin is like a sleeper. It's got a better camber profile in it, and it's just, it feels more stable. Plus, it doesn't have HP construction. Ugh. Fuck the Orca up with that. All right. Okay. Kevia Spille with the PSA. Stay away from chicks with sausage fingers. You know what I'm talking about. They look like little sausage links for fingers. Watch out for those things. Fire cures everything, and it also cooks sausage fingers. And don't forget, we do get a new Vans movie tonight, too. Evergreen's coming out, so. Let's see. Letters. Shredbots stuff is so good. Well, they're just hosting it for other people that are creating. I mean, Shredbots does have its thing, but they're also hosting videos for other people, too. Like, they've created a good online channel for distribution for everyone. There we go. Wash your hands, people. Wear a mask. Let's do this. All right. Let's see. Andreas, 'tis the season of giving. Yes, it is. That's why I've been just leaving herpes everywhere. I'm sorry. Well, you won yourself a small sticker pack, sir. So, Andreas, you know the drill. Email me and I'll get that in the mail to you. All right, Avran, thanks for what you did this year to keep the Stoke up. Go buy yourself something nice, but not too nice. Yes, I'll buy myself something very nice. Like maybe a homeless person shitting into a children's pool of tears. That sounds like something very nice. You lose a turn. All right, Brett Gardner. I'm 6 foot, 140 pounds, size 11 boot. What size huck knife should I get? 155 or 158? 55, but with an 11 boot, you're going to need the wide. Just make sure it's wide enough for that boot. But yeah, at 140 pounds, a 58 would fucking crush you. Like, you're not going to get the most out of that board. So you definitely want to go with the 55, but make sure it's wide enough for you. All right, so been here an hour and a half. If you're just getting in here, get your questions over there. Going to try to answer them. This is the last live stream of the year before I dip on vacation or I die. I don't really know. I don't know what's going on with my life. But yeah, so let's do that. Super chats, definitely get a spin of the wheel. And you do. We are giving out prizes. Okay. We got Cyber Macac. Which one's better? Video Slim dancing to Goodbye Horses or video of Jenny dancing to You Spin Me Right Round Baby Right Round by Dead or Alive? Well, Tone of Loke is a way better song, personally, in my opinion. Well, Goodbye Horses is a better song by Tone of Loke than You Spin Me Right Round by Dead or Alive. Although Dead or Alive is a way better club banger, and the 14-inch long cut is way more awesome. It's also like 18 minutes long. So if you're going to do cocaine, I'd probably have to go with Jenny Trang dancing to that over Slim Whitman dancing to Goodbye Horses, because he'll probably try to expose his mangina or his munt or whatever it is to me. Smash the like button, people. Let's do this. All right, let's take some more questions here. What about? Oh, I found Randy and got him in my crawl space, but now I'm unsure of what to do when he wakes up. Make sure he doesn't go anywhere near your mom. He'll try to impregnate her, steal her checkbook, and if he's a little bit ornery, that means he needs speed. So if you got Adderall, feed that to him until you can get some trucker meth. Hendrik Weiss, what do you think of the atomic goggles? I've got the Atomic Count 360 HD, and I'm thinking about switching to Oakley Flight Deck with 2 different lenses. It's a fucking ski company. Are you a skier? Do you love the pole? No? Get rid of them. All right. Demon Kyle, got my jumbo pack this week. Thanks a ton. What would be a good third board for my quiver? I have a DOA, an Archetype, maybe a Maelstrom Vantage, or I'd go actually short wide on that. And then you're kind of rounded out for everything you need. Like I'd get a full-blown party board, maybe like a Slush Slasher or maybe a Battalion Party Wave, something like that, and go with that. Natural diversity. Ever ridden Mount Hood in Oregon much? If so, thoughts about Timberline? I have ridden Hood. I've probably clocked like 30, 40 days up there in my lifetime, which isn't like a crazy amount. Usually it's summer riding or spring. You know, it's kind of a flat mountain. Snow's kind of heavy and wet. People are a little fucking weird. It's typical Northwest. You know, at the end of the day, like when it's summer and the camps are going on, the park's going off, and you're up there with the boys, it's fun. When it's the spring and you're there with your evil ex-girlfriend, it's the pits of doom, and you hope she dies, and then she does, and then life gets better. Okay. Robert A.G., how do you know if your board is wide enough for your boots? Is there a visual standard, or is it simply a wide is good enough for a size 12? Well, here's the thing. Like, wide, yeah, unless you got like some ungodly bulky size 12 that's really like a size 15 because the shell of it's so fucking huge. The big issue is like when you mount your binding on your board where you want it and everything, put the boot in the binding, strap it in, roll it from toe to heel, and see how far over you actually go until that toe hits. And then roughly, because it's not taken in for the compensation of the snow being soft and digging in, that'll tell you if you're going to boot out or not, really. Ivan Drago, who doesn't want Hat Water Bottle's mom? She's probably got water jugs. No way, man. She's got water bags. She's got that Hydro Stash jacket just full of water bags, juggling those jubilees around. Daniel Wiley, when's the dance hall review coming? Whenever it fucking shows up and I ride it. All right. Okay. Jeff Sprague, 2017 Charlie Slasher 158, 2018 TRS 157, 2017 Mountain Twin 54, 2016 Skipjack 48. What's the best niche type of board to add to the quiver and recommendations for each? You're pretty much fucking covered. Unless you're trying to replace anything, just keep rolling with it. All right. Okay. All right. Well, anyways, we're caught up on questions. So if you got them, get them in there. I'm going to answer them. Otherwise, I'm going to disappear and you won't see me again until the week of the 4th, 5th. I don't even know anymore. When am I coming back, I think? Let's see. Yeah, Monday the 4th, January 4th, I will return. I'm not saying you won't get videos in between now and then, but they're going to be sporadic if I feel up to it. So, yeah. Hendrik Weiss, can I get a spin on poor? It's not because you're poor, it's because someone else gave up their prize pack. So I'm going to give you a spin. Fire cures everything, including poverty. Chandler Penton. Any chance of a new Never Summer Photosynthesis review? No, those things are fucking garbage. Actually, there might be one. One of the local shops said they'd give me one to ride, even though I know it's going to be a fucking turd of a board. Oh my god. How many different Burrito versions can they fucking come out with? Never Summer's oversaturated their market to the point no one wants to buy it anymore. Their shit sits on the shelves. Like, what the fuck? Oh, and their camber profile's so fucking garbage. Like, yes, let's put the fucking side cut radiuses right where they kink, right inside the camber profile so it makes it hooky as fuck. Fucking garbage. This is what happens when you have a guy designing snowboards that has no engineering background and not a modicum of idea of how to actually design a board. And then slap 5 layers of fucking fiberglass and a rental top sheet on it. Oh my god. Ugh. Fuck. Fuck that brand. Okay, what else we got here? Michael Tramatore, the Goliath seems like Battalion's version of the Captain Mercury. No. How would these boards compare, or would the 3BT really separate their applications? The Goliath's stiffer than the Mercury. The Goliath is probably more like a super DOA in terms of its flex. The Thunder would be closer to the Mercury, in my opinion. Thunder's also a way better board than the Goliath. Way better. The whole 3BT thing, yeah, it does change the dynamic of how that board initiates and rolls from edge to edge. It's a little looser, especially if you get on ice. You actually lose that drive out of the tip, and you got to bring it back underfoot to grip it. So, yeah. Okay. And yeah, I want to talk about this since David Tang's bringing up news from Canada. Rona outbreak at Big White Resort in British Columbia linked to parties and rooming houses. Some Big White staff were fired. Yeah, the fucking let's just fucking go work at the resort and fucking party is not happening this year. Like, I get it. You want to go around, swap a bunch of spit, hook up with that swamp donkey in the closet, black out, get drunk, rip a couple bong hits, maybe blow some lines of baby laxative that you think's cocaine, and have a fucking party. I get it. Everyone did that shit when they were like, I don't know, 18 to 22 and worked at the mountain. But it's a pandemic year and the Rona actually is a fucking real thing, regardless of what your political beliefs tell you. And so this shit happens. Don't fuck up the resort for everyone else because you have a giant fucking outbreak because you're all sitting around spitting in each other's mouths and sniffing each other's buttholes. Like, it makes no fucking sense to me. I saw that and was just like, you fucking morons. Like, we've had 3 outbreaks in the county. An outbreak here in Summit County, 3 with the resorts, is 2 people or more. Each one had 2 people. That's roommates. That means one of them contracted it. They got sick. I expect this shit to happen 2 weeks, but we've set up like different isolations to keep them away from other people and stuff. Like, we're doing some things right, and we're doing some things just like god awful. But Big White just fucking screwed the pooch on that. Please, for the love of God, regardless of what you fucking believe, don't fuck the season up for the rest of us. Like, I am super stoked that I've gotten 30 days on snow, and I hope that everyone is getting out as much as they can, utilizing the reservation system, figuring out their schedules, doing whatever they can, enjoying it. But for the love of God, wear your mask, wash your hands, social distance, don't make stupid decisions. Stop spitting in each other's mouths. Stop inviting girls with sausage fingers over that have Rona to bang you off Tinder. Shit like that. Like, I get it. Fucking pandemic fatigue is fucking super real. But we just got to make it through, like, the next 4 to 6 months so we can have our fucking winter. Then we can all go roam around outside and drink margaritas and shoot fireworks out of our buttholes and whatever. I don't really care. So, yeah. All right. Anyways, let's keep these questions going. I'm probably going to stick around maybe up to another 20 minutes. We're going to keep this thing going since it's the last live stream of the year. And if I feel spicy, maybe I'll give something away. I don't know. I almost bought a snowboard this week to give away. And I just decided not to. Also, seriously, on a serious note, though, if any of you watching this are struggling with not being able to get groceries because you can't pay your bills with the holidays coming up, reach out to me, and if I can Instacart groceries to your house, I will. I'll do $50 of groceries. I'll do a few people just trying to give back, especially if you're in a mountain community, like you're up in Tahoe or something and everything's shut down. I want to just do that, kind of help you out. If you're here in Summit, reach out to me if you're struggling. I'll get you some food. Do what we can. I know what this is like. I know what it's like to go hungry on the holidays. I'm in a position to allow myself to help you, so I'm hoping that I can help you guys. Otherwise, let's get those fucking questions in that chat box. Let's get some answers going on here, and let's see what we can do. Oh, Marc-Andre Williams. Who did you look up to in the snowboarding community when you were younger? So, if we're talking like pros, it was like Kevin Jones, Mikey LeBlanc, JP, Jeremy Jones, Jibber, not Big Mountain, Andrew Crawford, Scotty Whitlake, MFM to an extent, GG, of the whole Uninked crew, Jeffrey Lynn Anderson, RIP. Those guys were really influential and stuff. Now, if we're talking like my local crew, so the way it always worked where I grew up is like there's like about a 5-year gap between each crew, kind of. And so I was the oldest with the crew that I rode with the most, but I was the youngest with the crew because I was like in this weird gap in between. So like I rode with guys like my friend Adam Frentz, Chris Perks, who actually called me today. Shout out to that man. Making Hollymont in Western New York have a legit terrain park. That guy's the man. Plus, only person I've ever seen throw a corked backside 180. Don't know how he fucking did it, but he did a corked backside 180. It was fucking amazing. So shout out to him. But like Chris Perks, there's like Paul Kane, Randy Muntz. Rode with like a lot of those guys. Jim Traber. These are all like names none of you guys would ever fucking know. And so like those guys, we all rode. And they kind of like instilled like what I did, and then I took what I knew and passed it down to like my little brother Marcus and like Kevin and Jordan and Burley and like the whole crew. Like I rode with a feral pack of resort kids. Like at any given point, there was like anywhere between 4 and 40 of us. Like it would be to the point where we would take the whole chairlift to get up, and like whoever was there first would be waiting like 10 minutes for the last person to get off, so the group could all ride together. Like just feral resort children. Like someone wronged one of us and you were a bus kid from Buffalo, we'd find you and curb stomp your ass. Like if you ever seen the movie Kids, that was us, but at a ski resort. Fucking absolutely scary and petrifying. Like completely fucking feral. So yeah. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Luke TRC. Buddy is considering a more freeride focused board and is a bit of a Dinosaurs Will Die fanboy, thinking the Power Reaper is a bit too soft for the test. The problem with the Power Reaper is a great board, but with the issue that you encounter with is that upkick in the nose. It gets really weird on a groomer and stuff. You'd be better off going with the Never Knot because it's twin contact point to contact point, but you got the slam back inserts, and then you got that directional looking shape, or even a wizard stick from that. So, yeah. Oh, God. Waco asks, would a binding and boot combo with extra padding underfoot help with knee pain, patella tendon? Oh, God, I know all about patella tendonitis. So, personally, I get a compression sleeve with the patella. It's like the thick padding to keep the patella locked in, and it keeps more pressure on it. That's what I actually ride with for my right knee. That would be it. Aftermarket insoles, whether you do custom or not, check out the Remind, like the Cush or the Medic. The Medic would probably be the better one than the Cush. Before that, then you want to look at your boot and figure out what kind of sole it has. Like if it has a cheap, shitty foam sole, like a 32 boot, you're going to feel everything in it. A Vibram sole will give you more dampening in there, or like Ride's Michelin sole, something like that that's actually a little thicker. Then when you look at the binding, like Nitro's got the air pad. That would help. Rome does their D3O foam in their higher end. Otherwise, you got the yellow foam here and stuff like this to help dissipate vibrations in there. The other thing would be going to a North American made board. They tend to use more epoxy in the snowboard, which actually makes it more damp and less lively, so that dissipates the vibrations that you're feeling in your knee as well. All of those combined will help your knee in the long run. So yeah. So okay. S2000 guy was at my local Sun and Ski BSing with the guy about what he sells the most. I recommend the Skate Banana to everyone. Immediately thought to throw. Oh my god, that guy's like 15 years behind too. Fuck, kick him in the goddamn dick so he never procreates. Then throat punch him, and tell him the throat punch was for me. The kick in the dick is from society. Holy shit. Those people are the worst. Oh, and I had someone with a Skate Banana try to talk at me the other day. You just don't understand, man. This board does everything. And I was like, yeah, I can do everything on my Cool Bean, too. He's like, you can't ride park. And I was like, and then I did a 50-50 through a DFD. And he was like, oh, I guess you can. And I was like, fuck, the Skate Banana is such fucking garbage. Still better than a Gilson, though. Woo, next on Super Chat gets a spin. Okay, let's see. Let's see, where were we? Let's see. Let's see, I feel like I'm missing some questions here. Oh, God. Nah, I'm not going to answer that question. Okay. Let's see. Chandler Penton, favorite Epic Mountain Resort. I know you like the Icon better, but I've only got an Epic Pass this year. I'm banned for life from Epic Resorts. I just don't give a fuck anymore. But if I had to choose, it'd be Beaver Creek. Here's why. One, you're dealing with the richest, most pretentious people on the planet, which means they're scared to death of going fast or doing anything really extreme because it might damage their fucking white outerwear. Why they wear white outerwear, I have no fucking clue. White on white, they just die in the woods. You leave them there and you find them in the spring. It's great. So anyways, you got that. Plus, their resort was designed with a computer design simulator to follow the natural fall line. To get stuck on that mountain, you have to actively be trying to get stuck. The tree riding is absolutely fucking phenomenal in there. Plus, with the groomer cats going around 24 hours a day, leaving fresh corduroy, people flock behind that to get fresh corduroy. So it's a pow day, and these people are following a cat around to get corduroy. It's the only resort I've ever actually heard people bitch and moan that there was too much fresh snow and they couldn't find any good corduroy. It's like, you all fucking suck, and I hope you die. But with that said, you can smash pow all fucking day, and then when you're tired, you can just ride fresh corduroy back to the bottom, which, when you get back to the bottom at 3 o'clock, fresh warm-baked cookies, which is fucking awesome. Fresh chocolate chip cookies, warm, moist, delicious chocolate chip cookies. They try to tell you can only get one. My record is 48. So don't ever let them tell you no. If you believe in yourself, you can get them all. Plus, if you drink, then you go over to the Chop House, and they do a free champagne toast at $3.20. So you get chocolate chip cookies and free champagne. What resort does this for you? It's fucking phenomenal. It's the only thing I really miss about Vail Resorts, because the rest of that, the resort can suck a fart out of my ass, the whole company. So, yeah. Anyways, that's where I'm at with that. Let's see. We got some more questions here. Okay. Let's see. We got Waco. Thanks, great info. Yeah, let's give you a spin. Smash the like button, everybody. Smash the like button. Tim S. What two boards to bring to Colorado out of my quiver? Orca, Mercury, or new B-Sod? If you're looking to ride any park, bring the Mercury. But if you're just gonna say fuck it and you want to rip as hard as you can, bring the Black Snowboard to Death and Orca. So really ask yourself, be like, if depending where you're gonna go, if you're gonna ride any park, then it would be Mercury, Orca. If you're just gonna go rip a groomer and smash bigger mountain stuff, Black Snowboard of Death and Orca. Mark Andre Williams, thoughts on Gore-Tex stuff? Worth it if you want to feel like a fucking clam. This shit does not breathe. I hate Gore-Tex. I have no problem saying that. Germo VDS, early Happy New Year. Yes, Happy New Year to everyone. I won't be around. Because I'm going on vacation. Just sit around and play Cyberpunk 2077 and bitch and moan that the story is contrived and it looks like shit. I can't get my goddamn refund. Bullshit. Let's see. Hyphen Draco, does the champagne toast go along with making it rain large dollar bills? I've never made it rain up there. I'm not saying someone else hasn't, but I sure as hell will make it hail. And you get a handful of pennies, and you get a handful of pennies. Because literally that's what pennies are fucking worth. Like, you just fucking throw them at people. Okay. Let's see. Cream 2K, give me a Christmas present. Now Brigade or Union Force, depends on which one you want. I would probably go with the Brigade, though. I think it's a better binding overall. Rest in peace to L-Stacker's Adventure. We're going to take this question from Ben T because I think it's very important. It's going to be my first time snowboarding soon. Are there any tips? I'm a Grom. Yes. If you see a roller, do not stop on the other side in a blind area where no one can fucking see you. You will die. I will kill you. Or someone of my ability level will. If you do not know how to get off the chairlift, don't get on the chairlift. You need to practice skating, getting on, and understanding your balance. Go to that fucking beginner hill, ride that beginner chair so you can fall all day. When the sign says no beginner terrain, that means no beginner terrain. You are not to go there. Get that? That's a no. Just no. Just don't do it. Just don't fucking do it. All right? Don't tuck your pants into your fucking boots. You look like a kook when you do that. Don't buy any cheap-ass Amazon goggles. You look like a fucking moron when you do that too. Got it? Support your local snowboard shop. Even if you're renting, support your local snowboard shop. Don't be a dick. Don't cry when you fall either, because I'm sick of seeing you fucking beginners crying out there. It's like, I get it, you're learning, but oh my God, don't cry. Also, when you fall, don't stick your hand out like this. That's how you break your arm. When you fall, tuck and roll, baby. Tuck and roll. And remember, when you fall at speed, you don't hurt as much as when you fall going slow. It's everything I got for you. All right. Okay, where were we? Dude Guy Man 77, what board camber type and flex is good for small, medium jumps, or is it more personal preference? Personal preference plays on it. You want something that's slightly camber dominant or full camber or even camrock in there. That's just going to give you a little bit more stability in there. You want a nice, consistent medium flex. So a little bit softer in the tip and the tail, stiffer between the feet. So that way, if you have to land on the tail, like you're putting the landing gear down, you'll roll the board rather than just snap it because it's so aggressively stiff in there. But I think if you're looking for something up to like 30 feet, mellow camber, flat, slight cam rocker. That's really where you want to be. All right. Okay. See, where were we? Yes, and Cameron Perry with the PSA. Side hits aren't lookout points or places to stop. At the 20 people I've yelled at in the past week, yeah. I'm pretty sure I fucking sprayed someone the other day that was just like on a fucking side hit. Fuck them all. I know you're a beginner and you're scared and you're probably not looking more than 3 feet past you and you're fucking prairie dog and your arms are up here like this and you're just, or they're out here like this flapping around in the breeze. Fucking gotta get your head circling around. And if you're going straight, don't just suddenly turn 90 degrees without fucking looking where you're going because you're gonna get fucking hit by someone that does know what they're doing that's trying to avoid you. It's like they're all fucking. They're all like, I'm on the highway, I'm doing 90. There's 4 lanes. I make left-hand turn now. You all die. That's literally what it feels like with beginners. Yeah. So, yeah. All right. Anyways, let's take a few more questions and try to round this out to an even 2 hours so that I can get the fuck out of here and go eat some food because I'm fucking hungry. All right. Yes. So let's do this. If anyone's got this, and if you got beginner tips, give it to this poor guy in the chat. He definitely needs them. Should I take a lesson or just go full send? You do whatever you think's ready, but if you don't know how to get on or off a chairlift, be prepared to get throat punched by a real snowboarder. And I don't mean someone that you think's a real snowboarder because they have a vlog. I mean someone like me. Like I will fucking straight throat chop a beginner. I don't really care. I remember one time at Steamboat, I got stuck getting on the chairlift with this chick and her meathead brother and boyfriend that were all Marines, and the best quote was she looked right at me and she's like, I fall getting off the chair. And I was like, I punch people. And she's like, what do you mean? And I was like, well, because she's like, I fall and I grab people. And I was like, I don't know you and you grab me, I'll punch you. And she was like, what? And I was like, straight throat chop, like just karate chop. And I warned her. So we go to get off and her boyfriend and her brother were like, yeah, right, you're not serious. She didn't even try to line up to get off the chairlift. She hit her fucking toe edge on the downside of the backside of the unload ramp, started to fall. She went to grab me and it was just like instant reflex, just full karate chop right across her arm, just hit it right in the elbow and it just buckled and she was like, ah! And then I just took my hand and put it on her head and just went whoop, and pushed her into her brother and her boyfriend. And they were like, what the fuck is your problem? And I was like, I'm not getting injured because her dumbass shouldn't be on this chairlift. Just because you guys could get her here doesn't mean you should be taking her here. And meathead brother, I'm gonna kick your ass, mega motherfucker, doing this. I was skating and doing one-footed little spins, and this guy couldn't catch me. And I was like, you're not gonna catch me, dude. You suck dicks with your butthole. You brought your stupid sister up here, who's probably also your cousin and your lover all in one, and you fucking tried to grab me. Don't be that person on the fucking chairlift. If you're scared to get off, just look around and be like, hey, I'm going to get on by myself, and just warn them. Also, if you're having problems getting on the fucking chair, tell the lifty to fucking slow it down, because it's way better to have them slow it down than fucking do the dead stop where we're all standing around in the line, thumb jacking our fart boxes, waiting for you to pick your shit up and get on there so that the bell can ring and the fucking chairlift can go off. That shit happened. I watched the fucking chairlift stop and go 7 times in 15 minutes. It was just like, like this because one dumb motherfucker didn't know how to get on the fucking chairlift. All right. There we go. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Anyways. Okay. Yeah. Anyways. All right. I think that's where we're at. I think I've just dished out a whole shitload of stuff. So if you got a question, get it in. Like, this is your last minutes and you're not seeing me till 2021 because 2020 can suck a fart out of my ass. It's the fucking worst. This year sucks. And I don't care if you're fucking 12. I'm giving you real life advice. You're 12 at some point. You're going to learn how to fucking swear and be around people. Also, don't be smoking cigarettes. I know you. Or vaping. That's what you 12-year-olds do. You vape. Vaping's bad. It's not gluten-free either. Okay. Cyber Macac for the Taco Fund. Happy holidays. See you in 2021. Yes, sir. Sending them out here. What do we got? Where are we at? Fire cures everything. All right. Okay. Marc-Andre Williams. Goggles over, under. Under, personally. Under always. Okay. Okay, anyways. Okay, anyways, guys. I'll see you in 2021. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the support. If you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. There might be some videos in the next 3 weeks. There might not. I don't really know. I'm on vacation. I don't really give a fuck at this point. If you really want to support us, swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP. Trust me, tons of written reviews. They're going to eventually be video reviews for you coming out. Otherwise, stay safe, stay sane, wash your hands, wear a mask, don't be a dickbag, be a snowboarder, not a person that snowboards, and I'll see you guys in 2021. Have a great night.